So guys, I have something new for you guys. Oh yeah, and if you guys didn't see that text, I am the Griffin Initiative. I know it's like really dark. Let me shed some light on this occasion. Hopefully, yep, there we go. That's a little better, I hope. Oh man, it's been one of those days, and you know, I decided to sit down and I thought, well, crap. I thought, might as well play a new game. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, should I, shouldn't I? I don't know if this will be any good. But I've seen a lot of people do it. Let's activate some of this. Whoa. What's up with that? My cursor's really bad. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's only when I do that. Oh, no, it got used to it really quick. I guess it's like, huh, that's weird. Alright, so let's go ahead and start the game. Ooh, I'm actually really nervous. I'm hoping that this is appropriate for YouTube. Every night, I have the same dream. Every night, I'm always brought back to this place without fail. And then every morning I wake up with no memory of this place at all until the next time I sleep. Not a single night has went by without my consciousness being dragged into this abyss. Man, that sucks. Like, I know that this is how like normal dreams are, but jeez, man. This realm is devoid of light. So much so that I can't even see my hand in front of my face. So it's like, I can't see this. Where's my hand? No matter how desperately I wave it, the concept of sound is just absent. My steps silent, and my distress cries swallowed by the bordering darkness as quickly as they had left my mouth. Guys, this is the first time I've ever had to read out loud for like a long period of time, so bear with me here. I'm in a bleak, barren wasteland of nothingness. Spending any prolonged amount of time here begins to make me doubt my own existence. Yet, despite feeling suffocated by a striking absence of anything, I know I'm not alone. Something is watching me. What is watching me? Now that gives me a little bit of terror. Something is stalking me from the shadows. I can't say for sure what it is, but every once in a while I will catch sight of something from the corner of my view. A pair of burning bright eyes are fixated purely on me. They hate me, despise me. There's an overwhelming sense of animosity radiating from whoever they belong to. I know they want nothing more than to lash out and attack me, but something is holding them back. A force they truly despise. Invisible chains that bind and restrict them from the one thing that's on their mind. At first, when I began dreaming about this place, the eyes were distant like glimmering stars. But with each passing night, the eyes seemed to inch ever closer and shine ever brighter. But I think whatever force has been holding them from me is beginning to fade. Man, inching ever closer and shining ever brighter. Isn't that what happens when something gets closer to you? Doesn't it shine brighter? What will happen when these eyes reach me? I shudder to think. I know that it's just a dream, so I shouldn't be afraid. But everything I experience here is so vivid. How vivid can it really be? Like, you guys know how you guys have had like that lucid dream that you cannot stop thinking about? It's kind of what this is, I guess. None of the usual murky haze that shrouds such a dream-like environments seems to exist here at all. I have perfect clarity of darkness. I could feel the stagnant, freezing air all around me, enough to incite a shiver out of me every once in a while. Since I'm so used to this dream, I know how it'll end. I'll wade through the darkness for what seems like an eternity, never finding anything, until the morning finally comes and pulls me out of this nightmare. Doesn't sound like a nightmare. At least, that was how it usually ended. Something is different tonight. Those hateful burning eyes that always just kept just out of the sight before, I'm suddenly confronted by them. Never before have they been so close. Never before have I stared back into them. Their narrowed, piercing gaze roots me to the spot, and shooting pain surges through me. Ow! I can't move. I can't breathe. And then from out of the darkness, a crooked smile spreads, just as the sinister eyes. So if you guys have seen Sword Art Online of Bridge, is it like that kind of little weird ass smile there, or is it something different? So close. I can practically taste the freedom. Oh my god. Enjoy the peace while you can. Boy, for your days are numbered. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. My eyes just hurt so bad right now. Oh, sweet. So this is my little bedroom. So I am a guy. Now look at that. Ugh. My head is killing me. Mom! Give me an aspirin! These morning... What? These morning migraines are the worst. Every morning without fail, I always wake up to a sensation unlike my skull being pounded up by a jackhammer. Ow! That's kind of over the top, wouldn't you guys say? Thump. Thump. It's almost like a heartbeat. I feel like my head is going to split open. It's weird though, because even though the pain is so intense, it never lasts long. In the space it takes me to get up and head for school, the pain is usually reduced to just a dull throb at the back of my skull by then. Jeez, man. So it isn't too much of a hassle in the grand scheme of things. Well, that's good. But certainly isn't a fun way to wake up. No, it's not. I just find it odd how consistent it seems to be. Anyway, enough pondering these weird mysteries. It's time to tackle the day. Did he just get tackled? After a moment of wrestling with my blanket. Oh, that's what that was. I swear. Sorry guys, I'm dying. I swing my legs around and drag myself out of bed. A quick look at my bedside clock tells me it's still early. Too early. If I had it my way, the world wouldn't start until at least a good way into the afternoon. I want to be a normal teenager, Mom. But sadly, life isn't that wonderful. Yeah, we know. Pulling back the curtains to let the light flood into my room while fluid. I suppressed the urge to let out a hiss, blinding myself in the process. Too bright! The rest of my time getting ready is spent fighting with my uniform, a tie becoming all the more problematic to put on when you're half asleep. Oh god, I think I've actually got my hand stuck in it. Almost choking myself to death. In the most pathetic fight ever, I finished putting on the tie, the rest of my uniform complying peacefully with me. Unable to find a comb, I settle for just flattening my hair down with my hands. Blinking into the mirror, I'm left staring back at someone with messy black hair. It's close enough. That's my logic. Somewhat dressed and somewhat ready, I stumble out of my room, my legs still not fully awake. Uneven steps carry me dangerously down the stairs, and soon I emerge into the kitchen. I'm greeted by silence. The kitchen is empty. A familiar scene for me. My parents are what you might call workaholics. Basically, they spend more time at their respective jobs than they ever do here. I only ever get to catch them during the evening while we're eating, and then everyone is off to bed and the cycle repeats. Don't get me wrong, I understand they have to work in order to keep us living comfortably, but I don't hate them for it. It just gets, I don't know, lonely. Oh well. There's no use moping about it. It's been like this for years, so I don't know how I was getting all emotional about it now. The plus side of them not being around is that I quickly had to learn how to cook for myself. It's amazing how fast you can adapt to that sort of stuff when you're starving. Yeah, I know the feeling. I don't think I have enough time for anything fancy to eat for breakfast, so I'll settle for toast. You can never go wrong with toast. Okay, you might be able to go wrong with toast. I have sudden traumatic flashbacks to when the toast erupted in flames. How do you do that? What a day that was. But I learned from my mistakes now. It won't happen a second time. Third time. So how many times has he burnt his toast? Having delivered the only slightly charred toast, I sling my bag. Having devoured the only slightly charred toast, I sling my bag over my shoulder before staring into the front door. Alright guys, I gotta fix this really quick. I can't make it bigger? No, there we go. There you go, guys. Now you guys can actually see me a little bit better. There. I'm slouched when I do this stuff. Alright, I'm back. I sling my bag over my shoulder before starting for the front door. I give the empty house one last look over before opening the front door. It's kind of depressing to have no one to say goodbye to. Well, here's the thing. You don't ever say goodbye, you're not really gone. But again, this has been the same for every weekday morning since forever ago. Ugh. The sun is shining high in a cloudless sky. Birds are chirping overhead. Waves of students are passing by, happily chatting with one another as they all make their way to school. It's all so horrible. I'm not much of a morning person. Oh, see, this guy and I are completely different. I'm a complete morning person. I'm like, yes, morning! Let's do this! So I can't even begin to fathom how everyone can be so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed right now. I mean, it's taking all of my willpower just to be able to put my foot in the front of the other, without just crumpling to the ground. I just have to hope the breakfast kicks in and gives me the energy I need before I'm forced to go literally drag myself through the school gates. ... While keeping my head down and my eyes glued to the ground as I soldiered on, I suddenly noticed that a vibrant atmosphere from before is gone. Silence has completely taken over my steps. The only thing making any noise is the air. The air is still. Huh. That's a bit strange. Yeah, it is. Bringing my head up, I met with an unsettling sight. Oh no. The street is deserted. No students, no cars, and even a cheerful chirping of the birds is gone. What? I hurry on forward, hoping to at least run into somebody. Anyone. Even the sun's once Even the sun's once golden rays seem muted, the world tinged in dreary tones. But there still isn't a cloud in the sky. There's clouds right there, are you kidding me? Right there! Okay, this is definitely starting to freak me out. I need to just... A splitting pain shoots through my head, stopping me in my tracks. Like a searing poker being thrusted into my skull. I gotta point you down a little bit more. A headache? Now? Nothing is making any sense. Desperately trying to keep myself upright as I clutch my hand into my head. As I clutch a hand to my head, I stagger forwards. Unlike the headaches from before that gradually died down, this one only seems to be getting worse. Don't. It won't stop at all. I'm brought to my knees. I can hardly even think straight, my head threatening to explode at any moment. And then, through gritted teeth, a pained expression, I see it. Something that shouldn't exist, yet clearly does, as confirmed by my own terrified eyes. A monster. Oh my god! That's the only word that can come to my mind, to my scrambled mind. How about this demon? A hulking, grotesque mass of flesh, with gnarled fangs and red, slitted eyes, seething with hate. The closest thing I can relate it to would be a dog, but no dog I know is 3 times the size of me. Its form practically eclipsing the sun. It snorts flared nostrils. What? It snorts with flared nostrils, something like a stream being exhaled out. Given its intense stance and the fact it's blocking my way, I can only assume it's here for me. But why? What the hell is it? Where did it come from? Why does it want me? 1,000,001 questions. I like that. 1,000,001 questions race through my head. But I doubt I'm going to get any answers from this thing. There's only one thing I can do when presented with such odds, and that is to... we're already with our... Alright guys, so here I'm going to end the episode. I know. Why are you doing this? Because it's time to end it. I'm sorry guys, but this is going to have to happen.